Okay. Um, so I'm going to bring up yours.
Okay.
Okay. Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. It's going.
Okay. Okay. So that was make observations. This one is share reactions. Um, so from what I saw is your focal point is your title, and then it kind of draws to your image. Was that was that your intention?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. So I think you got that there, and I really like how you have the graduate leadership conference or graduate and leadership together and then conference.
Uh-huh.
And I felt like that really helped tie the message together, having those two words together. Um, the only thing that was a little bit difficult was since your words are white and you have kind of a light gray background, it's a little bit hard to read. So I
Okay.
think a little bit of a darker font.
Okay. A
It's
darker font, or do you think maybe a darker gray?
well, either or. You need it contrasting a little bit more to. So if you
Okay.
want the white, I think you need a darker gray for sure.
Okay.
So, um, but I really like how you have a nice shape at the nice triangle shape, and then how your image is the opacity is um, it's lighter in the back, which I don't know how you would do that in design. I'm not like super good at InDesign yet, but I think that's really cool.
Thanks. Yeah,
So,
I used the gradient tool.
oh, okay, cool. Okay, so step 3 is analyze the message. Um, I feel like your message is coming across as far as because graduate leadership conference conveys like professionalism to me.
Mm-hmm.
And so, sorry, I'm just trying to phrase it. I'm trying to
That's
think
okay.
how to phrase it in my mind. Um, so you have the message of come and learn from this conference because I really like how the graduate leadership is connected. I think it really ties in the whole message of your flyer together. And
Mm-hmm.
the fonts that you chose are really good. Um, and yeah, let's see.
Okay.
I also think that since it's geared towards college kids, it's also pretty dynamic in that there's interesting shapes without it being too busy, if, if,
Okay.
if that makes sense.
Uh-huh.
So I
Yeah.
think it will draw the audience in the way that it's supposed to.
Okay.
See. Um,
Thank you.
I think your flow is also really nice. So it has you kind of you're drawn to the okay. Well, I'm just going to go into the design part of it just because
Okay.
that's kind of what I was going into anyways. But so my eye goes towards the title, and then it jumps up to the top part where it says, "Do you have the competitive edge?" And I really think that, and then it goes back to leadership conference and then down um, to the time and place. So, and the time and place really kind of stands out, and I think that's um, really good. The only thing that I see down here, well, your logo, I kind of feel like it should be lined up with your image, the bottom of your
Okay, the
image.
bottom. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I wondered that too, and then I was like, maybe I should have the same amount of spacing from this graduate leadership, that paragraph from the bottom of conference. Does that make sense? Like
Yeah,
my title?
so move your text box down a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I would try it and see how it looks.
Okay. Okay.
Um, but yeah. So I feel like everything else is good. So you have the kind of the triangle shape at the top, and then with graduate leadership, it kind of gives that same shape. But I'm wondering if you want to break it up with a square text box, or
Okay.
if you wanted to do maybe another shape to keep it uniform, or if you wanted to keep it the rectangle shape to make it give it variety. Does that make sense?
Yeah. No, that totally makes sense. That's something that I was thinking about too.
I feel like everything else has good alignment, and you have some good white space up here at the top, which adds to, gives it interesting shape. And I think I covered everything.
Okay.
For the flyer requirements, um, I feel like you covered everything. I don't see any widows or orphans on your text, so that looks really good. I had really bad rags on mine from my previous ones, so
Oh, really?
which you'll see here in a second.
I do have one other. What do you think about the space at the bottom, like below the image? Is that okay? Like, I was just worried about that spacing, like leaving that white space with no text. Is that okay? Or what do you think?
Well, yeah, that's true because you your your wording is right up to the edge at the very top, and then you have this big gap at the bottom. Is
Uh-huh.
there any way to shift it down just a little bit to create your,
That probably,
make it a little bit more uniform that way?
yeah, that's a good idea.
Okay. Um,
All right.
and it looks like you have good margins, so.
Yeah, I'm so grateful. I think it was already preset like that in InDesign to have a half an inch.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, I would not have known how to change it.
Well, have you seen the ruler tool on
Yeah,
InDesign?
yeah.
So I mean, it was preset, but I would have just done the rulers and
Yeah, good point.
through it so that I knew what my margins were. Okay.
All right, I'm going to turn this toy off because it's kind of loud. Hold on
Okay.
one second. Okay, I'm a nanny, and there's twins. And one went to sleep and one's still awake, but she's doing really good.
Except for the loud toy, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Okay, let me pull yours up. Okay, I'm ready whenever you are.
I'm starting the timer.
Okay.
Okay, so the next step is share reactions.
Okay. I love that you emphasized graduate, because that's really going to appeal for those that are graduating. So if they see that bold, they think like, oh yeah, I'm a graduate. Maybe I should check this out. I really like how you've framed in the page with those gray, I don't even know what you'd call them, like little square, I don't know what to call them. Like down in the right-hand corner and up in the left-hand corner.
Uh-huh.
And then also how that one in the bottom right-hand corner like doubles as a frame for the text with that little black one that you have too. That's really creative. I like that. Yeah, my eye immediately goes to the graduate, which I feel like would be the focal point. The picture, let's see, is that, let me think, is it a little distorted, or is that how it came up?
Yeah, so like when I did it, it looks a little stretched, and I've gone in and kind of tried to fix it, but yeah, I was having issues with it, but that's something that I am working on because I did not like how the picture looked.
Yeah, sometimes it's so tricky.
Yeah.
And then you know about the rags.
Yeah.
So, and I like how you've bolded out the website down at the bottom. Help that stick out more. Because I feel like often when people look at flyers, they're looking for a website that they can go to find out more information. So that's good.
Okay.
All right, I'm analyzing message.
Yes. So connect message and audience.
All right, so I'm going to zoom out of this a little bit. So I feel like, the audience is for graduates, and it's going to stick out to them. The message is really appealing for those that are looking into going to a leadership conference or interested in that. I feel like the flow of it goes really well. Let me zoom in a little bit.
Do you think if I was to shorten the picture a little bit and create a bigger white space on the right side, that would be okay? To have a little bit more white space?
Okay, so that would be above your text box and to the side of your picture?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that would be okay. I wonder too, what would happen if you did make it smaller and centered the photo, like to have the white space on each side. Like, I don't know, you play with it and see if that would create some kind of fun balance there.
Oh, that's a good idea.
But yeah, the flow of the text is good.
Do you think I need to stand anything else out inside my text?
Okay, let me see. I mean, you could make like, do you want to have the competitive edge in business? You could even make that a little bigger and maybe not necessarily even put it right at the top,
Yeah, that's true.
I don't know, just an idea. All right, now I'm critiquing the design. Yeah. I love the design, and I love, like I said before, those little, what did you call them? Those little, like half square.
I call them like corner brackets.
Corner brackets. Or whatever. Okay. I'm terrible with the terminology, so. So am I. Yeah, I really love the corner brackets, and when I looked at this initially, I felt like, oh my gosh, I did mine wrong or something. I feel like that whenever I look at someone's like, oh, I didn't do it right. Theirs looks really good.
I feel that way too, so don't I'm glad I'm not the only one.
Yeah. No, it looks really good. And I think that, um, I don't know if this makes sense, but like the flow of the white space is really good too. I don't feel like there's any trapped white space.
Mm-hmm.
Um, yeah, I am, well, no, I think that, I mean, it looks well balanced. I'm trying to think what else.
Do you
I
think
like that.
everything's
Oh, sorry.
aligned?
What?
Do you think everything's aligned, or I need to work on my alignment?
You know, I think you should play with the size of the picture, and I think that that'll help with maybe making it feel a little more aligned.
Okay.
Um, and maybe that will help too, like with the balance on the left-hand side of the text box is, and I don't know that that necessarily matters, but it's bigger than the white space on the right side of the picture. You know what I mean? You get what I'm
Yeah.
talking about?
Yeah.
Uh,
So it feels a little off balance because of that.
yeah. Well, I just think that maybe adjusting it a little bit will help it feel more balanced. I honestly feel like if I saw this flyer, I would think that it looked really good and appealing.
But because we're in the class
Yeah.
and we
Uh,
don't have the train die yet.
yeah. Oh.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Well, I forgot to go over the requirements of yours, but I felt like all of your requirements were in there. So you had the small body copy, the logo was used, you had one proportional image, no widows and no hyphens. I don't think you had anything that was hyphenated in there, was it?
Well, not that I know of. I tried to catch that, so hopefully not.
No, it doesn't look like yours are hyphened at all, so that's good. And then you have the margins. So everything looks great to me. I mean, we talked about those things, but yeah.
Hmm. Okay, thanks. Yeah, yours too, as far as the requirements go, I think just those rags, which we already knew about.
Mhm.
Uh, I'm looking at the requirements too. Yeah, your margin looks good. Let's see. What am I looking for? I like the contrast. Oh, I didn't even mention that before, but the contrast looks good.
Oh yeah. Yeah, we talked about the contrast on yours. So either a darker font or a darker background.
Yeah, yeah. I think that that's really good. I wondered, sometimes I'm like, maybe it's just me and my eyesight, but I think that that needs to be a little different. Uh,
Well, I think yours is really good. I really like the shape of, the triangle and how it comes, together at the top. And then also with your title, it has that same shape as well. So I think it really creates a nice repetition. So it kind of just makes me question your body copy a little bit and if it's a good contrast or if it needs to have another shape that creates
yeah,
more repetition in yours. But overall, I think it's really interesting and really dynamic, which I really like.
thanks. I mean, I am impressed in myself that I was able to pull it together so fast.
Well,
Thanks.
you did great work.
Thanks. I actually met with a tutor yesterday afternoon to get some help with my first one that I made. And he didn't even happen to mention that I was doing it wrong. And then I met with another tutor last night to do a critique, and he's like, "You didn't follow the directions." And I'm like, "What? Yes, I did. I read them like 500 times." Oh, man.
Well,
What can you
this
do?
class is not giving me trouble, but I have another class that is really